Hey guys, wanted to make a quick video on revisions and how revisions work in Revit. So what I have here is just a simple drawing. One thing that I have found, I used a systems template from Autodesk and I did not have a revision cloud in it or a revision tag. So the first thing I want to talk about is just creating that revision tag. So first you're going to go to File, New, Families. You're going to come down to English Imperial, Annotations, and you're going to come right down here to a generic tag and just open that up. Now once that tag's open, first thing you need to do is you need to come to the gold folder and you need to assign this to revision clouds. And just pass the R's, revision cloud tags, and say OK. Now, I'm going to come in here and make a label. Click right there on my intersection, and I'm just going to grab the revision number, say apply, and say OK. So right there's my tag for the revision number. Now, in my case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come to create and draw a line around this. Let's see here. Oh, come on. Get my create back. There we go. Click that up to there. And guys, it's been a while since I've made a tag, so don't kill the messenger here. So once I have that done and get rid of all my dimensions, now what you're going to be able to see is I'm going to get rid of my tag and I'm going to load it right into project, into my project 3 file. Okay. So I'm going to come in here, say yes to saving it, and I'm going to call this rev tag and just say save it to my desktop. Now I have that done. The next step is understanding how the revisions work. When there's a revision that you want to apply and show it on your drawing, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come up here to View, over here to Revisions, and you're going to want to come in here and fill out the data. Okay. Now you have an option to numeric revision numbers. You can use an alphanumeric number, or you can even customize that to have a combination of numbers and letters. Okay. But when you get through your alphabet, it will then double up your alphabet. So when A gets used, when it comes around to A again, it will be AA revision. So keep that in mind. We're going to add the data in here, and right here I'm just going to put in Earth Day, and I'm going to say Econo added, something for the economy. Okay. Now I don't need to click issued at this time, and I can add in the issue to and issued by. Okay. These are fields that you can use to add into the schedule that will end up on your title block. Okay. Now, the show is simply just telling you, do you just want to show the tag or the cloud and the tag? Okay. Sometimes people will just show the tag there when it's an old revision, and then the new cloud will be the new revision. So that way you have a little bit of control here. Once that's done, you can actually add another revision if you need to. And I'm just going to click on add, and it automatically will renumber to the second number 2. So again, I'm just going to fill this out, 22, and I'm going to say error removed. And that's all I'm going to add. and I'm going to say apply. Now, once I have that done, now I can set up my clouds to apply my revisions to. Okay, so I'll come here to say okay. I'll go to my annotation, annotate, come here to the revision cloud. And in this case, I'm going to put a revision cloud around this little area. And I'm going to hit the checkbox when I'm done. Okay. Now, I need to annotate this. It's still activated. So what I can do is go right over to annotate, come here to tag by category, and I'm going to come and make sure my revision cloud is picking up the rev tag that I just created as the tag. I'm going to say OK, and all I have to do is hover over the top of the cloud or around the cloud, and you can see how you can force it to go any direction you want to. Okay. I'm going to click in the spot once you like it. But this wasn't revision 2. This was supposed to be revision 1. So, again, click off the command, escape out, click back on the cloud, and you can apply which revision you want to add to make sure the number syncs up. Okay. Now, that's great. We have the revision showing up on our areas. But now I'm going to go to a title block and I'm going to add this revision onto my title block. So I'm going to go over here to view again. I'm going to create a brand new sheet. I'm going to grab a 30 by 42 and say OK. Now my revisions are right over here that they'll automatically fill in. Again, this is a schedule that we can add on at any time to the family. Okay. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm going to drag over my level 1 mechanical, which has got that view in it. Oh, sorry. I had one of these pre-built, and I don't want to do it as smoke and mirrors, so let me do this. And grab this and drag it on over. There's the revision on here. There's it filling in my schedule. Okay. Again, this schedule can have those release date or release by, and you can even add other parameters to the revision schedule. Okay. Now, if you want to control these properties, the way to do that is you're going to need to be editing that family. So I'm going to click on that family right here, and I'm going to edit the family. Once I edit the family, if I come over here to the View tab, and my revision schedule parameters are right here. I left click on this, and right here are the two fields that I have available still that I can add on to my schedule. So if I don't want to have this much information, or if I want to add this, or even have the ability to combine parameters. Okay. Now these properties you cannot add on at this point because this is actually set up for a schedule, the schedule formatting. So if you added a shared parameter or a project parameter, you could add other fields here and then add those onto your schedule. That would show up right here on the revision properties. Now, another thing you need to know about revisions. As we went through here and added that revision by going to View, Revisions, and we have our different revisions listed, notice that you can have it per project or per sheet. So in other words, if it's per project, these revisions will only show up where they are located on the sheet in the project. Okay. If it's per sheet, then what it's going to do is it's going to number only the revisions on that sheet with the proper cloud. and that is it. Okay, so one is a project, one is per sheet, and it will warn you when you switch it. Okay, because what will happen is your revision numbers kind of go away because the revision will be for that sheet. Okay, the other thing that you can do is you can control your numbering options or your alphanumeric options by clicking here. By just adding in the letter combinations that you want, you can change how your renumbering works, as well as add a prefix or a suffix. Once it's issued, you're going to want to make sure it's checked. Okay? That way, when you go out to print it, it's going to be ready to go. And let me go back up to my sheet. And it's dated for 8/22 for that revision. Hopefully this helps you guys. Catch you next time.